Hello everybody, this is Naval. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to tell you how you can get all the rows count of all the table exists in a database, and this can be done in multiple ways, but I'll tell you the way by which you can get the rows count of all the tables in no time. So let's get started. Today I'll tell you two ways. The first one is through query and the second one is object explorer details. So first I'll start with the query. We have a database called customer. I'll select this table, and here you will see that we will use two system tables. The first one is system sys.object, and I'll keep the alias name obj, and I'll join this table with the sys.partition where the rows count exists. So I'll join those tables on the basis of object ID equal to par.obj, sorry, object ID, and where the obj dot type equal to user tables, that is u. So what you will see over here is, here you can see that all the tables, so TBL employee is coming twice. Why? Because there are two rows of TBL employee name. So here you will get the count of rows. So here what I need to do, I need to group by it on the basis of obj.name, comma, par.rows count. So I'll use those column in the query, obj.name, comma, par.rows. And here you can get all the count, all the rows count of the tables exists in the database, and it can be done if I go in the other database, that is AdventureWorks 2019, and if I execute that query in that database, you will see the rows count of all the tables. And if I order by par.rows descending, and this is the max number of rows, and if I remove the descending, here you will see the minimum number of error log table has only 0 records in the database. So this is the first way by which we can see the count of rows of all the tables from a database. And the second way is through the object explorer details. So what we need to do, we need to go to the tables, then we need to click function and F7, and here you will see all the table details. You are watching the table schema, create date, policy, health, and if I select on the header of the table, so what we need to do, we can choose anything. If I want to remove policy, we can remove it. We can choose data space used by it, index used, and we can use the row count. Here you can see the all rows count of the table, and if I sort it on the basis of rows count, you will see the max and min number of. This is the table which has maximum number of rows, and here you can match it with the query itself, and it has, if I execute this query, you can see that sales order detail has 121317 rows, and here you can see that this table has the same number of rows in the table, and so this query can be correct. And if I execute, or if I click here, if I go to the other database and click on the tables, so you will see that the table of the customer database has been shown on the screen, and you can see that all the rows count is shown on the screen. If your manager or your team, your colleague comes to you and asks which table is consuming the most data space, so you can tell him in seconds. You can, if somebody is asking, if DBA asks you that which table is consuming the most index space, so you can tell him in seconds. So this can be done within seconds. So you can see that how useful is this for the SQL developer, for the DPA, and for everyone who is working in SQL. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Have a nice day.